So it was the right door. Fuck yeah.
Note,
Does
fail
Dell
stays.
tell anyone that he recognizes this was Anton's work?
I think he's still coming to terms with it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's like an instant realization for him. I think it's one of those like it's not going to hit all at once.
Someone just as talented as Anton did this.
Which could be one of a million people because Anton ain't special.
He's good.
Brother,
He's
you
not
could have
special.
done this. Like,
Okay.
I'm 98% sure that our new sibling could have done this.
So we're not here yet. It's just Maven and Swoops.
Let's just start with Maven and Swoops, and we'll go from there. So, hallways extend out from the doorway, running left and right, each to separate large square chambers, lined with bookshelves from floor to the ceiling, stretching up beyond the 20-foot height of the hall. A wide staircase in front of the door leads up to a broad central area, filled with numerous comfortable reading chairs and convenient small tables. Shadowy figures in tattered black robes move about the bookcases, placing books back and keeping things in some sort of general arrangement. I am hopefully sharing the map with Maven.
Maven has the map.
So, yeah, you're in this very large library, and when I say very large, you're like, the stacks don't actually seem to have an end.
Yeah, and I'm short.
And
so, I can't imagine
there are these sort of like very dark, see-through figures that are carrying books from place to place at a not super fast, but definitely constant rate.
Is there anybody else in the library that is not one of these shadowy librarians?
So you're going to wander around. As you see, there is a staircase right in front of you that goes up into kind of the central reading area.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it has these wonderful, comfortable chairs. They've got these lanterns that you can turn on or off sort of with magic. And they'll say, "Oh, welcome to the library. Is there something I can do for you?"
I was just checking and seeing where I was headed, and
Oh, I'm
I am
so
actually
sorry.
quite glad to see the library.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you. I just, you seemed like you might need someone to show you around, and sorry. I'll just go back to my book.
No. You know a fair amount of the library, I would imagine, with all your many books, which are probably stacked as tall as she is. Can you tell me more about the library?
Yes, I can. This is where she keeps non-magic. She loves her stories. The grandmother loves her stories, and this is where she keeps them. And it's not just them, though. That's a lot of it. She loves seeing and hearing of herself in people's stories. She loves that. Like it's one of her favorite things. But that's not everything. This library has everything. It has anything. It has everything. Baba Yaga, she loves knowledge. Knowledge is everything to her. This library is her knowledge. If she knows it, if it's written down, it's in here somewhere. The problem, and this is where things get a bit tricky, is only the Wraiths know where everything is. And they only know the titles of the books. So, if you have a book you want, they'll get it for you. But other than that, you're never going to find it on your own.
Oh. How many of the books have you read? You look like an exceptionally well-read young gentleman.
17,965 and a quarter.
Do you remember all of them?
Yes, I do. This is kind of my thing. It's what I do.
So you remember? Do you remember all of the titles and what's in them? Like, is that all up in there?
Most of it. Yeah, yes. If there's something you're looking for, if I've read it, then yeah, I could probably get you there. Is there something? Is there something you're looking for? I
As you touch your hat and your bonnet with that gesture, Maven, you realize that Swoops isn't on your bonnet anymore. He's trying to find out where the ceiling of this place is. He's just going up.
I'm imagining, like, so in old Dragon Ball Z, they used to do this like weird like little kid thing where little kid Gohan was walking across the screen. I feel like it swoops up there in infinite library land.
Yeah.
It's basically it's like an endless staircase going up, essentially.
It's an Escher staircase.
Yes and no. It's not like oh, over there's someone who's upside down, but it's more like, oh, there's always another floor up. Essentially. And again, like if you're looking through the books, they are totally random. There will be like little children's books next to cookbooks, next to like fairy tales, next to an encyclopedia, like only K through whatever. It does not seem to have any sort of actual structure to it whatsoever.
So, young man, I'm Maven Ironladle. What's your name?
Very nice to meet you. I'm Algoth.
Hello.
Yes, the most consistent patron of this here library. More consistent than the grandmother herself.
I can see that. Well, it is very obviously a labor of love for you. And so I guess I do have a question about perhaps a book, or maybe even something in a book. You said yourself you've read 17, like many books, and you remember what's in them and the titles. But to be honest, I'm more interested in what's in them. And if you remember, then you could remember for me without me having to go, through the business of reading a book. I don't have as much time, I think. I'm not a bad reader. I really am not. I read many stories. Some of them quite salacious, but I don't know how many of these might be in Dwarf. And I don't really know how to read much outside of Dwarven and Common, although I will say I'm better at reading in Dwarven first language,
We do have an entire first edition of the Moradin Chronicles.
Oh,
a series of dirges that were all the rage back in the day.
I would love to hear them, but before that, you say that the grandmother has collected many works about herself. Are there maybe some that you have read that are more, how do I put this, objective than others? You know what I mean. Like, I guess the difference between subjective and objective. I think I'm getting the words right. Am I getting the words right?
Yes. Is there something I can help you find then? Is there something you're looking for?
I guess my question would be, what grandmother goes many places, obviously, all over, everywhere, like all over the place. So I guess I was wondering maybe if some of these books or things that you've read or intimated might give you an idea of why here, because she's she's landed. Her hut has landed in a specific place where I'm particularly from, and friends. I'm mostly just curious. I mean, you don't see the hut every day, and it certainly is a thing in many stories, including
Yes.
ones of my childhood. So I just
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to disappoint you there. I don't know anything about what happens outside the hut. My memory starts in this library.
So
my memory
you
starts in this library.
don't remember anything outside of the library.
I have been trying to figure out what might have happened to me using all the information that I've got, but no, I woke up here some time ago, and I don't know how long it's been, but it's been at least 17,000 books worth.
Have you actually met the grandmother herself?
Oh, yes, of course. She comes in every now and then. She's very cordial. She's very cordial. She knows that I've been looking for my memories, and she sometimes helps me try to find the right book for the job, but we haven't gotten it yet. Maybe I wrote something that's in this library. Well, I don't know. Like, I want to find out what happened to me, and this place has all of the knowledge that Baba Yaga, the grandmother, has ever collected. If there's anything that can tell me what happened to me, this place is the place. So here I stay for now. And I'm going to invite any other of the player characters to enter at this point if you want to.
Did Maven close the door behind her or not when she came through? Or did it close behind her automatically?
Well, I mean, did the door have the same kind of swirly blacky stuff?
Yeah.
Because, at that point, I would imagine that you wouldn't be able to see or hear beyond it unless,
What I'm wondering is Charlotte still in Swoops's senses or not?
They are not on the same plane of existence, so no.
So as soon as they made it through, the door was cut off?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and I guess Charlotte back at the thing is like, okay, I can't tell where she went. It's been about 30 seconds. It's been about a minute. She hasn't come running back. I think that might be the library. Let's go, guys.
Either that or she's dead.
Yeah. Starts walking through.
Yeah, we'll push through at that point.
Sounds good. I've got everybody on the map now. I'm unlocking movement. Because again, so there's this raised center area for reading. And then there are these four corners that are essentially infinite towers of books. And in fact, now that I'm looking at it, I don't know that they have much more than ladders going up there, because the wraiths that take care of all of the shelving can fly. So it's probably more like just one solid wall of books that goes up further than the eye can track.
Speaking of which, I think Swoops is on his way gliding back down after he has given up and trying to find the top.
Yeah.
Probably tired.
Stepping through. Maven?
Oh, I'm up here speaking to a new friend. Perhaps you'd like to come up and meet. I'm glad that you've come through. We did find the library.
Thanks for letting us know, Maven. Walks up there.
I think you'll find the wraiths are most agreeable as long as you don't take any of the books from the library or try to burn them or anything. I did see one chap come here a few years ago, determined to burn everything in the East Wing.
Mm-hmm.
The wraiths took care of him, we'll just say.
Do the wraiths ever go out of this room, maybe to fetch grandmother some oranges?
No, they're pretty much bound to this space.
Well, then who brings grandmother her oranges? And from where?
I know. So as you're going
Charlotte
around,
is
by the way,
being rudely blunt.
as you're going around, by the way, there are doors north, south, east, west, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, one of the corners, I think. I don't know. I stay here. I don't move around a lot. I don't go anywhere. I stay here.
So do people bring you your food? Where do you sleep? Where do you use the bathroom? Don't even answer that question. I shouldn't let my curiosity get the best of me. That was absolutely rude and gauche.
But where do you?
But
That's okay. None of that's a particular problem. I'm a Yogoloth.
Hi, I have true sight.
As you walk through, you are able to get that as well. I hope I pronounced that right. I am double checking right now.
Is he the one that looks like a fox and is carrying a bunch of scrolls?
I'm gonna
Yes.
say yes.
Very cute.
Except instead of scrolls, they're books. He does have kind of he's not like a fox, but he definitely has that kind of like angular face. Whiskers that kind of come to points.
That's an Arcanoloth. I'm gonna stop reading stats on that guy.
Why don't you go ahead and give me that Arcana or History check, and then I can tell you whether or not you can keep reading that. An 18, wow, a plus 12. That's you gotta recognize game. Yeah, you can go ahead and continue to utilize those stats. Tell us about the Arcanoloth.
Does anybody else want to roll? See if their character knows.
I'm not in the room yet, I guess.
You
I
can
know,
come in
we all-
anytime you
not
want.
gonna know.
Do I operate with any advantage for because of my specific heritage?
I'll go ahead and give you advantage for it. Yeah, no problem.
Oh. Arcanoloths specifically are not foxes. They're jackal-shaped and jackal-headed.
Yeah, 22.
Can I get advantage because the jackal is my spirit animal?
Yes, 100%. I put you in the map.
Sorry, spirit animal is incorrect. Is my furry type?
Your persona.
No, not persona, furry type.
Arcanoloths are sly, jackal-headed beings with humanoid bodies, but they can employ magic to take any form. Regardless of their chosen form, they appear well-groomed in fine robes. They're highly intelligent spellcasters who hunger for knowledge and power.
Dell, give me a history check as
Oh.
well, please.
Do I get advantage on
Arcanoloths
that too?
Yes.
Arcanoloths have true sight out to 120 feet. That's cool.
Yeah. So you're looking at him. You've got the name. A 12. I'm going to say that you know the type, right? You understand what the Arcanoloths are, but this one seems familiar. Like I think this one's got a parole officer. You know, not you, but there's someone following this guy. Like someone that you know. This person is not quite wanted, but definitely being watched. But also you believe him when he says he doesn't remember anything before the library.
Okay. I can't place who
If
Who-
you had
who
to
has
guess,
him as an assignment.
if you had to guess, you would put him in. You would say that he's probably in some sort of witness protection program or some sort of like
Gotcha.
his entire memory has been erased. He's in here reading books for God knows how long.
Oh, he's dealing with re-personality stuff,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, we're not gonna bring up memories of that because it'll go bad.
Fell, by the way, has wandered off into the stacks.
That's fine.
And
You
is
said the food comes from a corner. Which corner?
I'm sorry, they all look the same to me. And you look around and you realize they are like pretty much. This whole room is like perfectly symmetric. Like the books are obviously in slightly different positions, but like the actual furniture and the room itself is more or less perfectly symmetrical. It's hard to tell whether you're looking north, south, east, or west. They all look kind of the same.
So, Dia,
Yes.
as the ever reminder, I have true sight, which says explicitly I can see the doors.
Yes. So even with true sight, I'm going to give you this. The doors, north, south, east, and west, they all work. But they don't look the same as the other doors you've come through, right? You've looked at the other doors with true sight as well. It looks different. There's something like it's kind of like flickering a little bit on each one.
I'm guessing that those doors are one way leading here.
And I will say that. Did I put you on the map? I did. Okay. So, yeah. You do see that there is true sight. I'm going to look up true sight really quick. I want to double check and make sure that I'm giving you what you get. True sight. Notices secret doors hidden by magic. Can see into the ethereal plane, which isn't really a thing here. Okay, cool.
I mean,
It's where those specters would be, so.
Okay, so
yeah, you're seeing the specters in double 3D vision.
yeah. So Calder is wandering around, and again, it's very difficult kind of to navigate through this place that's so heavily saturated in magic. Nothing here is exactly what it kind of appears to be, so it's very confusing with a lot of information coming in. But you recognize two things. One, the north, south, east, and west doors are kind of randomized. Like, you feel like if you went into one, it wouldn't necessarily take you to the same place every time. The second thing, as you're sort of making your way back into the center of this structure, is that there is a cupboard back behind one of the chairs, and I'm just going to move your pog over to the area, that shows as a portal. But when you look at it with like your regular eyes, it just looks like another section of wall. But your true sight tells you that there's another portal right here.
I will turn to the librarian and will jerk my thumb to the blank wall. So what's there?
Oh, I'm not the librarian. I just read a lot of books.
All right, and you read them presumably here in this area. He gestures around.
Yeah.
So you've seen someone walk through there.
I mean, I've seen someone walk through there, or maybe there, or maybe there.
It's there.
Yeah. There's something there. Yeah.
Hey, DM.
Yes.
Yeah, after he points out that the wall's a door, I'm gonna go through it.
Excellent. Go for so. Let me open up really quick. That is, yeah. So it's like a cupboard that opens up, and there is a another portal within. So you kind of have to crawl to get into the portal, but once you get there, once again, you are zipped off into the next place, and we will check back in with you in a moment. So Dell goes right through.
Now that I have eyes on the portal, is it behaving normally?
Yeah, totally.
All right, we'll look over to the others. This portal is stable.
Okay. What's this guy's name?
Algoth.
Algoth. Well, Algoth, this has been strange.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot.
I hope you find what you're looking for eventually.
Well, like I said, all the knowledge that the grandmother has is here, so gotta find it sooner or later.
We'll go through the portal. We'll leave
Well-
Swoops on Calder.
Well,
So Dell first, then Charlotte.
Maven.
Probably should follow my friends. I do appreciate you being willing to speak with me. I hope that your search goes well and that you find everything that you are looking for.
I've been reading this very amusing set of rhymes by a Dr. Seuss.
Oh,
You should definitely look at it if you want to sometime, but you have to read it here. You can't take it with you. But if you want to, like, his rhymes are really great.
hold that thought. And next time I'm in the library,
He's German, so it's pronounced Seuss.
I'm not really sure what German or Swiss is, but next time I'm in the library, bring me that book and perhaps read it to me because I don't think I'll be able to read it myself. But yes, and don't forget to eat. And then she steps through the portal.
So Maven will show up much later into the encounter or whatever happens on the other side.
Into the combat we're going.
Did I say
directly
encounter?
into.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Val, get your ass over here.